Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dicing with Death. I think we're getting a little bit of stream lag right now.
Oh, of course we are.
Oh, no, it's fixed. Never mind. Sorry. False alarm. Well, welcome back. Halvar is in darkness now.
Yeah, I was too lazy to find a public domain image or something for the next encounter, so we'll have to use Theater of the Mind.
Love it.
For darkness.
So, I follow the river. I still have a few rounds of raging left, of frenzying left.
Yeah, how many rounds?
I think I got 5.
Come on, stay on the table. All right. Well, you take off at a run, don't you?
Yes, I'm running along the riverbank.
Yeah.
Maybe I
should get some... see maybe 30 feet in front of you, dimly to 60 with your keen orcish eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just your... it's hard to, you can already see in the dark, but it seems like the river gives off a dim bluish glow. You run. You can move at movement rate 12 plus, maybe it's just 12, which is still a full 120 yards, maybe more if you actually are running.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of this place and find an exit.
Yeah.
So I will
how
run.
Far can you? What's your run? So jog would be double, right? So 240 yards.
240 yards. Mm-hmm. Yeah, per round.
And then if you'd like to roll a strength check, you can go faster than that. But I think a jog seems.
A jog is reasonable, yeah, because I don't have great lighting, and I might need to change my footing from spot to spot, and I'm looking for a way out. So I'm like looking for exits and stuff. I wouldn't want to go too quickly.
Yeah. But in less than 200 yards, you actually come to a sloping passage off from this main river. In fact, it's pretty much the only way to go, right? Like, so the passage goes forward with a rock wall at your right, and then you come to like a wall in front of you, and so the path curves up and to the left. The river cavern continues forward, but there's no like footpath along the river.
But there is a path that goes up and away from the river.
Up and to your left.
I have found it. This is the exit. This is how we get out. And I will run up the footpath.
You run. Roll a perception check.
Oh no. You have found Halvar's weakest point. A basic skill check. No, not today. That is what we say to the river of death. We say not today. We run away.
Ahead of you, you see a blinding light. But silhouetted against that light is a form of a monstrous, bristly dog. 2, in fact. Turning and lumbering to face towards you.
How many rounds has it been?
It has been 1. You can roll initiative right now if you'd like.
No, I am going to drink the potion.
The whole thing?
I don't know what it does. I have no idea. But something tells me I am at a dangerous point in my life. And that if ever there's a time to drink a mysterious potion, it is when you're almost dead and you have very few options. Hopefully, this will not make me fall in love with the very large dog.
Or its butt.
Well, everyone falls in love with corgi butts. It's only to be expected.
All right. You bring the potion to your lips, and you take a gulp. And you feel rested, restored, healed.
Ooh.
A third of the potion will restore you a D8, or you can continue chugging.
No, I'll just take a third then.
Okay. You can roll the d8. 2.
Great. Not enough to make a difference in the battle, but enough to significantly reduce my damage output.
You can apply that to your lowest wound. That's fine.
Oh, sweet. Because it's a healing potion? Lovely.
It's a potion of extra healing. You can apply that however you choose.
Sweet. Okay. Gain 2 HP. Face to face with the big doggo.
Yeah, the dog has, in this time, the dog has turned to face you. It's 30 yards up the slope, blocking the entire entrance.
I will beat my chest.
Even from here, you can feel its hot breath bearing down upon you.
I beat my chest with my hands, one of them gripping the short sword, before staring the dog in the eyes and saying, "It is time to let me go!" And rolling for initiative.
Go for it. Although you took a round to drink your potion, so it's already turned.
It's true.
Braced itself on its haunches. It does not close with you. It just stares down and growls.
Giant dog or 2 giant dogs?
It's backlit. It's hard to tell. Roll a perception check.
31. How many giant dogs?
1 giant dog with 2 giant heads.
This is most unexpected. I expected multiple dogs or 1 dog with many heads, but 1 dog with 2 heads is just confusing. It is not what I expected. Halvar is easily confused. I will
2-headed dog.
throw myself at the 2-headed dog, short sword out, ready to run it through. 17.
You don't get an attack roll. Hold on.
Oh.
Well, you can, but as you go, you charge, or are you just running up the hill?
If I have enough room to charge, I will charge.
Well,
I just didn't think
you
I
have
would.
room, but it's uphill.
Yeah.
I'll leave it up to. I don't care. I'll let you if you want to charge uphill.
I will charge uphill.
You can leave it to a strength check if you'd like, or you can just charge.
That makes
uphill.
more sense. Yeah, I like that. 1d20 plus 10. Nope, it's not a charge.
That's a 1. I think you're winded. I think you come huffing and puffing, panting uphill. I don't think whether to impose combat penalties. I don't
Minus
know. But you
the
come
penalty, the AC penalty without the attack bonus?
I think so. I think let's do that. I wasn't going to give you any penalties, but you rolled a 1. So
I did.
You will sustain charge penalties, but no benefit. And as you come panting and staggering about 10 yards away, one of the heads opens up its maw and breathes a gout of flame upon you. Make a saving throw versus breath weapon.
Oh no!
Another 1.
No, it's not good for Halvar.
Halvar takes 7 points of damage.
Oh, it's not so bad actually. Halvar's
This is not reduced by your skin.
Oh, it's bad, but
If it were,
still bad.
this were wolf skin, on the other hand, it's a different story. Doggo casts its fireball.
Fireball is successful. Halvar is burned. Do I get to make my attack roll now?
You can.
Should I keep my former attack roll or roll a new one?
You can keep that, but when you close the other head, that's fight for you. I think it means, let me check the bonuses, however. Not even that bad. All right, it misses. The second head bites as you come within range. And then Halvar makes his attack rolls. Okay, so you got a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
I think that will hit. Just compare some
Excellent.
things. Yeah, we'll take the better of these. 17 will hit.
Excellent. Then I will do 1d6 plus 8, unless it's a large dog.
Size. It probably is medium.
But not
medium,
large.
But it's 2 dogs. What is a large? What would it? How would that change?
1d6 to 1d8 damage. Not a big change.
Short sword.
Yeah.
No.
It'd have to be a size large creature. Yeah, it's not like ox-sized. Okay.
No.
All right.
Probably, I don't know.
I'll run my sword along its body on the outside for 12 points of damage.
Yeah, give me. Let's see. I need to gather my d8s.
My jackal head already lowered over my own. I prepare to engage the dog in a battle of bites, a battle of nips, a battle of yips.
Do you have enough d8s? Got more than enough d8s. Look at us.
Ooh, that's a lot of d8s right there.
Okay, how much did you say you did?
12.
12 points of damage.
Sounded like maybe 8 d8, 68, 78?
You got a DM0 over there. Not exactly, but close enough.
Yeah, I mean, somewhere in the ballpark.
Actually, hold on. What the hell, Neal? Okay, you were right. There are 8 d8s, but that's not what I was supposed to roll. I get to roll more dice now that you've impelled me to count. Oh, no, you're okay. I rolled the right amount. It wasn't
okay.
8.
Okay.
We're good. It's fine. Everything's fine. Just for that, the hit dice went up.
for guessing it by the sound of the dice?
Okay. All right. A mighty blow.
Excellent.
You bite the dog.
Oh, I bite the dog. I get my teeth right in there. 16 to hit.
16 is the lucky number. Yeah, that's it.
Ooh. 2d4 plus 8. I will rip into the doggo for 16 damage. That is 18 points of damage. I'm sorry, that is 28 damage in a single round. A stab and a bite.
The dog yips. One of the heads yips. Both heads yip. A whimper. And we roll for initiative.
1d20 plus
He's quick.
3.
Question is, do the 2 heads roll separately? Ooh.
I don't know. I kind of feel like they go on one round. It's one creature.
Yeah. Right. Everyone goes on the same round.
Oh, no.
2's all around. Actually, short sword is slower than that, isn't it? Or is a short sword a 3?
It's a 3.
All right, let's do this. You could very well finish the job.
Oh, 5 is a miss. And then the bite.
Miss.
Bite is a 7 is a miss.
Bite is a miss. All right, let's see. So both. So you're there. Are your teeth still in it?
I think I bit him last round and like ripped
16.
my teeth out. And this round I'm trying to bite back, but then
The 9.
you know, it's hard.
All right. You let go. All right. So the 2 heads turn. To really distinguish which head is which. Well. So the fire-breathing head bites in. You know, one of the heads has a reddish hue. Its teeth are hot. Eyes are red. The black head, I think, misses. Yeah, misses.
Excellent.
Ooh. That's nasty. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, Halvar. That's a max damage of 10.
Ooh.
For your armor.
The 8 more?
So 8 more damage. And we will roll initiative.
Okay, I can go one more. I can take one more hit before I have to drink the rest of that healing potion. 1d10 plus 3 is a 5. At least one
Go
more
first.
1d20 plus 3. I dance back and forth between the dogs, waving the sword kind of like a stick, and do like a go fetch. And I bring the sword crossways towards its face, hoping it'll open and try and bite it. A 10 to hit.
Miss.
But I will follow up the missed attack with a jackal bite on the dog's throat if I can. 17.
17 will hit.
2d4 plus 8 is gonna be 10 damage.
The dog whimpers. The dark head drags low, hanging on the ground, but musters up enough strength.
If I had my axe, you'd be dead already.
Yeah. All right, that's a hit with the red head and a miss with the black. You're lucky. 4 points of damage, reduced by 2 to 2. And we roll initiative.
Well, here's a fun bit. My frenzy wears off right now. At the end of that round.
Would you like to
Keep frenzying?
keep frenzying?
Yeah,
Sort
I
of got a
would.
mix of like various adaptations of rules, and I haven't been so good about sending you PDFs with the next update.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and make a wisdom willpower check to prolong frenzy.
Oh, it does not work.
Does
Okay,
not
so
work.
I am regular with -1 con.
You are regular with -1 con. That won't affect anything.
No.
However, you no longer have your bite attack.
Right. I'm just down to my sword attack.
Yeah. Have you rolled initiative?
No, I'm about to.
No, there's no
22.
update. The updates to the class I just been making in the document as we go.
That's not 22. That's a 12.
already-
That's a 12. I'm sorry. That was supposed to be D10 plus 3. So
Roll a d10. Roll initiative. If you win, I'll let you keep that. Oh, and I think you're going to do it. Yeah, you still win. Roll a 9. So you can keep that 22. That is not a crit. It is a critical.
yeah,
It is a critical. It clears by 5.
sweet. 2d6 plus 0 is 9 points of damage right down the gullet of the healthy dog's throat.
Let's go ahead and resolve that critical. Just for funsies. I guess I'll roll a saving throw. Let me check my saving throw. I think it passes. Yeah, it's pass. But it does die. Describe for us how you finish this two-headed dog.
I run the sword down the throat of the healthy dog's head and then grab him by the snout, lift it up high, and pull the sword out along the bottom side of its throat and mouth. And then once the head's been
Roll
pulled
a
back and
saving
the sword
throw
is
versus
free,
breath weapon.
I cry. 16 or higher is a success.
All right, you step out of the way as another gout of flame erupts from the dog as it lets out one dying breath of flame.
Mm-hmm.
And collapses in a heap, blocking the pathway.
I breathe heavily for a moment. Then my eyes turn up the hill, and I keep going, and I push forward. What's up the hill, Ryan? What's up the hill?
Sunlight. You step over the dog, out of the cave entrance, into a forest, deep and dense and green. Sunlight shines through the trees overhead.
I listen. Are there birds?
You hear birds chirping, water running. You can't even hear any moaning cries of the restless dead.
Where am I? What's it like around me?
I don't know. There's a forest clearing next to a cave mouth.
I stumble
billowing
forward.
noxious fumes.
I take a handful of earth, and this time I paid close attention to its flavors.
Roll a grub skill check.
Complications. 31. So fresh, so delicious. I don't know where I was before, but now I am home.
Back to the surface at last. So, Halvar, what's it gonna be?
I have been dreaming about this for weeks. To Waldheim, to vengeance, to the end of my enemies. But first, to a very long nap. I will plan and plot, but first I'm going to climb this hill and fall asleep in a new pity pit. This will be a vengeance pit, and my vengeance pit shall lead me to my enemies in Waldheim.
Very well. Let's roll a survival check. See how well you can construct your pit of vengeance.
On the 20 plus 7. My vengeance pit is almost completed. I think
You find your stomach rumbling. I think you are unable to get rest. You have to go find something to eat, water to drink.
I have not eaten in
Not gonna do
ages. Okay, let us get some food first, and then the vengeance pit. I will go down to the river, drink its beautiful, clear, clean water. No giardia in this. Oh, it'll be great. No E. coli either. It's wonderful
it's
having
downstream.
non-polluted waters.
It's downstream from Wodheim.
No,
Could
but
be anything.
Waldheim strictly enforces EPA regulations. This water is delicious.
Okay. You follow the sound of the river. Not far, actually. Maybe just a couple hundred yards. Down to the stream, you drink.
We'll drink from the waters. Are they as delicious as they seem in my brain?
Oh, they're delicious, especially compared to that filthy soul water that you've been drinking down below. Tell me, Neal, how does the water taste?
It is delicious. It is the most adult of drink possible. Some people think alcohol is the drink for adults, but that is not true. Water is the true beverage of adults.
I thought it was beer.
No,
Milk is for
a
babies.
common misconception of young people is that beer or alcohol or whiskey or wine isn't the adult beverage. That's not true. That is the young adult beverage of choice. Real adults drink water in copious quantities. It is so much better for you.
All right. All right. So you have water. You still have no food. Still can't rest.
Well, I will pick my way through the woods, looking for roots, fruits, vegetables, plants that are edible, bark that is edible. Maybe I can find like a cinnamon tree and some bird's eggs, something.
You failed your survival check, so I think that indicates that for today you will not find anything to satiate your hunger. Maybe you gnaw on some bark here and there, you eat a bug or two, but it's not enough to sustain you.
That's fine. Halvar has gone hungry before. He can go hungry for one day. And if he gets too hungry, there is always the potion I found in the warehouse place. That seems to make me feel better every time I sip at it.
You drink the potion, is that what you said?
I can. I'm not going to yet. But if I get hungry enough.
All right. the light dims, sun sets, day is coming to an end, and you're still unsatiated. You rest in bed down.
Yeah, I find something. We'll call it a vengeance pit, or like a nice crux in between bows and in the tree, and nap there, something like that.
It turns out vengeance pits are less restful than pity pits.
Okay.
So you don't gain any HP until you find some food. But we can pass a day.
Excellent.
Continue. What's your survival plan?
My plan is one more survival check, and if this one fails, then it is potion and Woodheim time. On the 20 plus 7 is a 12.
No.
I cannot find food. That's because the only food is my enemies. I will go this way, towards Woodheim.
Yeah, you don't find much. And there's no sign of large animals. There's birds, but you can't catch them with a sword. Perhaps that it's too populous of an area. It's been picked through. There's not much. Maybe a few berries here and there, but not enough to. They're sort of out of season and sour.
Okay. Well, I will drink the rest of my potion then. That can be 2d8 HP.
2d8. Typically, you get +3 if you drink the whole potion.
But
I'll give you +1 because you botched it.
Okay.
So 2d8.
11. Okay, and that will come.
You can heal up your smallest wounds first if that's how you'd like to do it.
Yeah, I'll drop my 7, my 3, and I'll take my 2 to a 1, which leaves me with a 1 HP wound and 2 8 HP wounds. So if we go to 43 and then we subtract 17, I'll be at 26. Okay. And it is in this state that I attempt to make my way to Woodheim, looking for food unsuccessfully along the trail.
Roll a tracking or navigation check of some kind.
And I just have to follow the river?
I suppose.
I'll still roll a 1d20 plus 13. I can track. 21. I got skills.
Yeah. You can follow the river to Woodheim.
Oh, there's people here that I am going to eat.
Now, I believe I have an updated Woodheim map that I need to check out. Let's see what we're working with. Give me just a second. You can entertain us or something.
Well, I will entertain you with this spaceship operator's license that I found sitting in the dirt in Nevada. Nope, it is not me. It is some other guy.
Woody Harrelson?
Well, he's got multiple names. His alias identities are Alan Rosen, X-Man, The Alien, and a Jewish carpenter, as well as some stuff in a language that is fake. I think it's the language from Predator or whatever. I don't know if that's gonna focus though. Let's see. He is classified as an organ taker, not as an organ donor. He's got an abduction agent, or he is also a registered abduction agent. Let's see. The expiration on his spaceship operator's license is August 16, 3001. Yeah, it's for the Alpha Quadrant. The signature is The Alien. Oh, there we go. Now it's focusing. Here's the relevant and important information. Trying to get it steady so it can be read. There. And the back of the card described the sort of spacecraft that he may use. He has a class. What class is this? B, F, and R. So that means he's a breeder core diffuser. He's been endorsed for that. F is an ion beam rectifier, and R is a plasma drive. I'm sure those are the tools that he can use. I don't know what... Oh, it's a Class C license, which means he can operate any single spacecraft or combination of spacecraft that does not meet the definition of Class A, B, or M, and is designed to transport 1,600 or more subspecies. Yeah. This person ain't getting off Earth anytime soon. But I do love the amount of detail that people put into their random spaceship operator licenses that have no form or function. I have no idea what's going to happen to this. Why would you make this? Why would you make these cards? What purpose could you possibly have for a spaceship operator's permit?
Why would you not?
No. I don't know if this birth date's right either, but it's 1956, which would place the bearer of this card at 63 years old.
Just slightly younger than you. Okay, I've uploaded a new Wodenheim. I am just refreshing roll 20 because, of course, I have to.
Just slightly older than me. Wow, just barely slightly older.
Did I say older or younger? I don't know what I said, but I rolled it perfectly.
Yeah, you did. Okay. I see Wodenheim now.
I was trying to get your light radius fixed. I guess it doesn't.
Fixed now? Dysfunctional? No?
See anything interesting?
I see the walls of the city. I see some bushes near the river. Oh, I see the river is 27 feet across. The walls are about 20 feet thick.
Okay. All right, and we're in. All right, Halvar. Ooh, looks like you're suffering from a broken heart.
Yeah, I was charmed for a little while. I do not think this...
Maybe the potion actually was a love potion?
Maybe. Oh, that is correct. Okay. So Halvar will wait until the sun goes down, and then he will make the people pay. Them pay
right.
So much.
You spend the day walking and trekking. Roll something to conceal your progress. Maybe a tracking. I'd also probably accept a dexterity.
I'll take a tracking check to cover my trails and hide from the enemy.
Yeah, you cover your trails, you sneak. Roll a perception check as well.
33. I see it,
All right.
Ryan.
You do spot a patrol of hunters out in the woods, making their way back to Wodenheim shortly before sundown.
Can I see if they have a grappling hook on them?
I do not. Not that you see.
Okay. I will make myself hidden and scarce and let them pass.
What?
I let them go.
Yeah, I was wetting at this frame. Yeah, okay. The hunters. Ooh. Nearly a dozen of them. Maybe they're not actually hunters. Maybe there's some other sort of group for that. Yeah, you see them. They're sort of up north of you somewhere. I guess you can't see that ping, but they're north of you. They head towards the city. They look around, but you conceal yourself.
I watch the walls, and I wait for sundown.
It is done. The day passes. Night comes.
From many hundreds of feet away from the walls, I examine the sky, looking for the size of the moon in the air.
There's barely a moon in the sky. It's almost pitch black.
Okay. Do I have an appropriate soundtrack for what I want to do?
Screams.
Oh. No. This is it. Neon Drive is the track I'm looking for. Perfect. All right. It's dark. There's barely a moon out. Halvar keeps many hundreds of feet away from the walls. Gets to a point where the river's not in the way. Keeps low to the ground, going on all four just like the jackal that he embodies. And scurries up to the wall.
Where? Sorry. Okay, right there on the north side of the river.
Yeah.
Scurry. Roll a dexterity check. I guess. Yeah.
24.
Doesn't particularly matter, but yeah. And you can roll a perception check if you want to see that guard that I just moved on top of you.
Natural 20. Another perfect perception check. I see it all.
Yeah, I don't think you see him, but you hear him snoring as soon as you get up against the wall.
I nod. This is perfect. And I don't know if the wall looks like this, but it kind of looks like there's a right angle there, so maybe I can like push against the two things and try and help shimmy my way up the wall rather than just having to climb it regularly. Maybe
there's a bit of an angle. It's like there's a guard tower there that's also structural. It's like built and there's like a stone foundation that the metal grating was built into. I don't think it will give you any advantage to climb, but you can make a climb check.
What is my climb check?
I think it's like 40%. But...
Okay. 97, it's a failure, but that's okay. I have a backup plan. When I fail to scramble up the wall, Halvar takes his short sword, puts it overhead, and like with a slow 1, 2, 3, drives it in to the wooden wall, because you said it was a palisade wall once upon a time.
Split in between palisade.
Yeah, so I want to drive it in so the flat of the blade... Actually, I've got heavy boots. No, but I might need to hold on to it. Yeah, so I'll drive it in so the flat of the blade is facing up and down, and the edges are side to side.
Okay, make either a roll to hit or a strength check.
I'll do a strength check. Seems reasonable. I'm hoping it's just a nice soft thud as it clunks into place.
Not seeing a roll. There you go.
25.
All right, you drive it in. I don't think it goes in sideways. I think you try to aim it sideways and then it rotates and the flat of the blade slides between the palisade or between the wooden poles.
All right. Well,
is there anything in between palisade poles, or are they just like pole to pole?
I think it's just pole to pole, but there's usually like a backing of earth or rock or something on the inside. So I'll drive it in as far as I can and then hope to use that as like a handle or a lever or like a spot to maybe like pull myself up, and then again as a footrest once I'm up there.
All right, I'll allow you to reroll. Only marginally will increase your chances because you're still going to have to climb like 15 feet. You can maybe make 45%, maybe plus 5% chance.
45% chance?
Sure.
perfect.
Oh, that is perfect. All right. And unfortunately, the sword does not fare so well. I think you like stand on the hilt. You do like a crouch and jump. Your sword blade snaps behind you, but you're propelled upwards. You like catch a grip of the top of the wall and pull yourself up top. The guard snores away. He's sitting atop this little watchtower next to you. There's just a few short steps. So you pull yourself up and over the wall. You're on this little, it's just like maybe a 5-foot walkway on the back side of the wall. And then a few steps up to the guard.
All right. I will, I look for a sidearm, like a dagger or a knife. I will take a short sword or whatever, or an axe on him. Looking for something that's not the main weapon in his hands.
He has a spear and a short sword, and probably a knife as well. Yeah.
Great. Then I want to pull out his knife, slowly pull the knife from his sheath, and
roll
then
a dexterity check.
Hand over the mouth and across the throat to kill the sleeping person.
Check.
Yeah. 1d20 plus 14, 34. Another natural 20.
You draw it silently.
And I murder him in his sleep.
Taking him by surprise. Do you need to make a roll to hit? I think you still need to make a roll to hit, but it's...
Sleeping or held are auto kills out of combat?
I feel like you would not give me the same...
Sleeping...
that is not true. I can remember Wilhelm the Magnificent utterly botching the murder of a sleeping person. I think you still made me like roll for damage or something. Maybe it was an auto hit.
Oh, I think it's an auto hit. Yeah.
And if it's let's see.
Well, let me at least roll for critical chance on him then.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 1d20 plus 3 plus 4 because you can't see the attack coming and all that other jazz. Any other bonuses? I don't know. Natural 20, modified 27.
All right.
How many dice can I roll? Okay, cool.
That'd be 3 times damage dice. You can. Is this his sword or his knife?
I was using the knife because I thought it would be easier.
3d3 plus. Oh, you're not raging.
I'm not raging.
Kill him.
7 damage across his throat.
Guard might actually have more HP than that.
It's plausible.
No.
Not probable.
I even was generous and gave him 2 hit dice. 6 and a 1.
Excellent. Well, as the blood leaves him, I put the knife in the ground next to him.
Grasping for his throat.
Cover his mouth with my hand.
0 actually, so he's not bleeding out. But he passes out or something.
Yeah. Once he's unconscious, well, if he doesn't look like it, the wound is fatal, I will open some extra wounds on him to make sure that it will be fatal.
Okay, so you finish.
Yeah, I'll finish the job.
Stab him again to finish the job.
Yeah. And then I will put down the dagger, pick up the short sword, which I'm proficient with. I'm not proficient with a spear, although you never know. Oh, that's why it's 2 weapon fighting, not 1 weapon fighting. That's why I don't have an AC bonus. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes way more sense. Okay. I'll pick up the short sword, and I'll take the spear anyway. I might just drop it and get rid of it, but for now, I'll hold on to the spear. And I will go down the staircase. And then...
let's see, there is a down staircase somewhere, but it's not here.
Well then I will follow along
you go down a staircase to like the platform that circles the wall.
Yeah.
And I think at each of these turrets there's a ladder. So over here, you walk, and there's a small ladder.
Yeah, I want to walk alongside the walls because I want to get to the northern side of town.
Yeah, give me a hot second. So you are spotted. Roll your own perception check.
Another one? I've already made 2 natural 20 on my perception checks.
Really? Wasn't there? There was one against this guy. What was the first one against?
When I first approached the town and I saw the hunters coming by.
Oh yeah.
I can make more if you need me to.
Okay,
it's a 32, Ryan. How many more checks are you gonna make me take, huh?
You rolled an 18, but you rolled better. So you'll spot another guard on this tower over here. I should change my color. You can actually see that. Why won't you change? It's like my default color or something.
Yep. Lower left where it says like your name and the square. If you click on the square, you can change your default color.
Why do you choose my favorite colors, Neal?
I don't.
Why do you do this to me?
I don't choose your colors. You choose them.
No, I mean you're already orange. I want to be orange, and you're okay. This guy up here.
Okay, I see him. Yeah.
You spot him seconds before he will spot you.
I will drop low to the ground. So I'm nice to like flat and pushed against the ramparts, and then I'll try and like crawl down the ladder head first.
Oh.
So I can get down onto the streets.
You were able to do so. Yeah, you climb down the ladder to the city streets, and yeah.
I discard the spear at this point. I just like leave it tucked up against the wall, like the edge where the wall meets the earth, so that it's not like too obvious that it's tucked away slightly. I will put the short sword through my belt, pull my jackal hood over my head, and elephant walk, walk on all fours. So if anyone sees me, they might just think I'm a dog walking through the streets late at night in this direction.
Yeah, I was gonna... Just thinking of doing some dynamic lighting to make things more interesting. But you're able to do so.
All right.
Are you making any effort to move stealthily?
Yeah, I'm moving slowly, quietly, and then on all fours off to one side, probably the wall side. So I'm like pushed up against the wall, going slowly and quietly on all fours, taking my time. But then again, hopefully if someone does accidentally spot me, I'll just look like a dog walking through the streets. Because there's like no light out and everything. My disguise is pretty good. Maybe. I want it to be good.
Yeah, seems good enough. Won that opposed perception check, so I think you can get the jump on him.
Excellent. As I approach this intersection, I will take a moment to look across and look around. Anything other than that one guard?
This is that northern gate of town. I don't know if you've ever been inside it. You were outside of it for quite a while. There are the guard towers atop the wall, and then on the right side there's a little guard station at ground level. That controls the gate or whatever.
Right. Do I see a second guard, or is it just this one?
You can see the one standing atop the wall, awake and alert. The little station to the east side of the gate is a enclosed cell, so I don't know how you would know what's inside of there.
Perfect. Okay. And there's a ladder that goes up to where this guard is, right?
There's not. No.
Ooh, okay. Well then, I will come to the edge and go across. And is the station door open or closed?
The station door is, let's see, closed. Yeah.
Cool. I will walk across the way to the station door, reach up a hand, and see if it's locked.
It's unlocked. Yeah.
I will slip in.
The door.
I'll open it quietly. Yeah, I will open it.
See a guard sitting in there. Roll for initiative.
Oh, it's bad.
He ties, so I think he turns to see you. What is your action going to be? turns and he's gonna see the door open, or hear the door opening. He's gonna turn and see it.
Well, I think my goal is to kill him. So I think it's as soon as I see that there's a guard there, I am leaping towards him, drawing the sword, and hopefully plunging it down his neck.
Okay. He is not surprised. He's on duty, but he doesn't have a weapon in hand. So you can make your attack roll. He turns, he pulls up his arms in defense, and he screams. Ah!
8.
That is a miss. He stands up, fumbles for a spear. I don't think he's going to get an attack this round, but we'll roll initiative for the next.
All right, this is why you play rogues, everyone. Assassinate would be perfect for murdering these guards on these walls. That's what it was designed for. Oh my god, terrible initiative, 12. Adrenaline
This
course.
is spear initiative. He might be
6.
even worse. 6, yeah.
He's
Probably
even
should have
worse.
gone for his sidearm.
Yeah.
But he goes for the spear leaning next to him.
All right, well then I will stab at him. 15 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
1d6 plus 8 damage. 10. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh no, I'm not raging. I'm sorry. I'm not frenzied. That's just 2 damage then.
Just 2. Ooh. He's a beefy boy. Ah! He takes the blow. Spear overhand.
Give me my
And thrusts it
ox.
at you. He misses.
14 AC is surprisingly good. It's quite useful against low-level guards. 1d10 plus 3 for initiative is a 6.
I don't think there's any way you
No, he cannot beat that. So I will stab at thee for a 19
Nice.
to hit, and I will do 6 damage. That is a total of
He
8
shouts.
damage. Is he
Are you
alive?
saying anything?
What?
Are you saying anything?
Give me my ox! I want my ox back!
What is your total charisma, including all your battle scar modifiers?
15.
15. So that would be a reaction adjust of. I'm going to use that as a penalty on his morale check. Maybe I'll use your morale. 15 would be a 3. Yeah, he's heard of you. And yeah. Okay, so he's heard of you. He's heard the rumors. His morale fails him, and he's going to attempt to flee. I think he circle strafes, lowering his spear at you, and circles towards the door. Please, please let me live.
My ox! My ox! Give me my ox and I will let you leave.
I don't have your ox.
Where is it?
The door.
Where is the ox? Tell me now or you will die.
Roll for initiative, I think.
If possible, I would like to prevent his circle strafing from letting
I
him
think it's
access
too
the
late.
door.
I feel like I gave you a chance to describe that you were blocking the door, and
That's fine. He has not
You-
answered me,
you
and I
described
think
it after I did.
do I beat him in initiative?
You tie, so I think I'll give you one last attack as he withdraws out the door.
He
That's
begins to
okay.
withdraw. I run him. I graze him?
You graze him, and he steps out into the streets, shuts the door between you, I think, and screams for help!
All right.
There's something in the walls!
I will rage. I will frenzy. And I think this time the frenzy is going through the stuff in this room, like sacking the room, knocking everything over, looking for hidden supplies, looking for the weapons they take from people when they enter town. I just make a mess of the place, looking for my axe in particular, but any axe will do.
You're not going to find your axe just sitting around here. What other equipment did you have? Get a ton of money.
Oh, I erased it all.
Okay. And how do you expect to get it back?
There was the silver wood axe. There was a silver knife. There was that's an improvised club. There was an iron axe. There was a steel battle axe. That was mine. That was the one I'm really looking for. There's a whole bunch of them in here.
Yeah. There's nothing of yours here.
Okay. Well, that's how I get into my frenzy, is searching this place and throwing things around.
The room. And then what?
Once I'm frenzied, I'm gonna bust out that door. First, I'm gonna roll a d8 plus 1d8 plus 4 for a 7-round frenzy. And then I'm gonna bust open the door and go full murder mode.
All right. It's been a minute. You can roll a perception check, or you can just start frenzying or something.
No, I'm in a frenzy. There is no perception. The door throws open.
Yeah, there's someone like sticking their head out this door here.
I yell at him.
They should probably shrink down these tokens, huh?
Maybe.
I guess it doesn't matter. Not to scale. All right. So are you murdering the innocent?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Civilian sticking his head out the window.
I charge him. I run at him, short sword in hand, hood down, melded with my face, and I roll a 21 to hit this jabroni. I believe that clears by 10.
Yeah, if you'd like to crit this poor soul.
I would love to run him through for 15 points of damage, bringing the hilt of my sword against his Adam's apple. And then
nighttime. I feel like we should have less light.
Sure. And then as I pull my sword from his corpse, I will drink at the blood flowing from his neck.
Yum. Delicious. Just the
Salty.
blood, or do you eat him too?
I don't have time to eat this one. I'll come back for him later. I'm just taking a quick drink.
Okay.
You know? And it looks like I can see another civilian down the way, poking his head out of another door.
Yep.
Why? I believe I have 120 feet of movement, and he's still within range. So I will move to the next man,
running.
and I will take my bite attack against this one. 1d20 plus 5, because I'm still charging. Is it 11? It's a hit. 2d4 plus 8 for damage. Rips him apart for 16, and whatever bite I take out of this person, I will chew and swallow.
Where do you bite him?
I mean, I'm really digging the whole face neck area. You know,
Okay.
Halvar's got a bit of a vampire kink going on here.
Okay, you rip out his throat. I don't think there's any special effects associated with eating his throat, but hey.
And then I hear movement in the streets, and I see
Yeah.
there's someone there.
You turn around and you see a guard.
Remember
running,
me?
Away.
Remember me? Initiative?
Roll for initiative.
I remember you. Your sticks, your stones, your hurled insults. I shall make you pay.
You win the initiative.
I charge him as well if he's more than 30 feet from me.
Yeah, he's crouching down, attempting to set his spear to receive your charge. But you beat him in the initiative. You
And I
close.
fucking
Critical.
wreck him. That only clears by 5.
Correct.
But I still do 16
I think-
damage.
You obliterate this guard.
The short sword comes up between the crotch, splitting his nether regions and then leaving a nice long streak up his body, which his entrails can spill out of.
All right.
I still have a bite attack.
Yeah, you're probably gonna eat him. So this guard was approaching to reinforce. This is the one that originally ran away. He was gonna like help surround you, but he sees this. I don't think you notice him yet. So what do you bite? More throat eating.
Yeah, I think this is more just like pouncing on the person, gnawing at him. I think I'm going where the sword wound went, so I'm getting that nice tenderloin region, like right where the thigh meets the loins, the tenderloin. And I will munch on that, and then while I'm munching for the round, I will pat him down looking for an axe.
Yeah, you hear screams behind you. This guard rolls abysmally on his morale again and just runs. In fact, I think he leaves town and he never comes back.
The screams will knock me out of my munching on the loins. -2. And I will get ready to run down this street.
You turn to see windows closing, being locked shut, doors closing, people retreating into their houses.
I look for lights. Are there any lights coming from any of these houses?
Maybe a few flickering candle lights.
That's where I want to go. Take me to the closest light.
And if you actually, let me check my notes. Immediately to your left,
yes.
Yeah, right about where you are. I think it's actually this first building here. Is the tavern.
Ooh, that's perfect.
So there's firelight pouring out. The door is not open, but I think it's one of those like flappy tavern doors.
Well, I will push my like saloon door styles.
Yeah, it's like a full-size door, but I think it's on like it's just like a push open hinge thing.
I will burst into that room on my next round.
All right, you burst into the room.
I look for patrons, and I look for fire.
Yeah, there is a fireplace against the far wall, and the Weary Woodsman is full of Weary Woodsman on this night, right for the slaughter. There's more than a dozen patrons in various groups sitting at tables. Everyone turns to you as you push your way through. There's a moment of silence.
I give a blood-curdling scream. And my eyes look about for lanterns, or oil flasks, or like a barrel of cooking oil.
Yeah, I think there would be lanterns on the walls to light the place. Right?
Perfect. So I guess we'll have to roll for initiative or something, but my intent is to get some lanterns and smash them near the fireplace to get the oil from the lantern to flow into the fire and out into the room to set the building on fire is the intent.
So you pick up a lantern and leave?
No, I want to pick up a lantern and smash it on the ground near the fireplace so that the lantern oil goes into the fireplace and also onto the presumably wooden floor of the building.
Yeah, roll an intelligence check.
Not so good.
Okay. You go to a lantern, pick it up, and then throw it in front of the fireplace. Make a roll to hit, I guess. People are getting up from their tables. Most are trying to get as far away from you as possible. Some are running upstairs. If you go a little ways into the room to get a lantern, if you make a break for it, running through the door.
Perfect. I want them to flee. I want them to spread panic.
The lantern crashes on the floor, spilling a puddle of burning lamp oil. Let's see. It's like a few feet in front of the fireplace. It falls short. everyone who is near the fireplace is backed away by the time you approach. How far did you throw this from? It's all probably within short range, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, I'm not really sure the metrics and distances of this place, and I'm sort of in a frenzy. So I grab a lantern, and however far I am from the fire when I get the lantern is the distance I throw.
Say that again?
However far I am from the
room.
Yeah. I'm not trying to min-max my ranges right here. I'm just I'm in a frenzy, like grabbing lanterns and crashing things and scaring patrons. And if the oil doesn't catch fire, then I will go to the fireplace and drag out a burning log and set it on fire myself.
Are you at all aware of your surroundings, of the patrons?
Vaguely. I think in my mind, I'm really only paying attention to like weapons or signs of danger. You know, if an unarmed person runs right past me, I'll kind of ignore them. But if I can see like someone pick up a knife, I will pay attention to that. Everything else is sort of just a blur.
Well, if you are sick of rolling perception checks, you can ignore this, or you can choose to roll a perception check and try and look out for weapons.
I will roll a perception check to look out for weapons, definitely. 28.
All right, you spot several weapons. These are woodsmen after all. Several of them have sidearms, axes. One is stringing a bow, and the bartender is going underneath his bar to pick up something as well. I think your action this round was throwing the lantern.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know that anyone else is going to react immediately. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
All right.
Oh.
13. Slowest possible initiative.
Yeah. So let's start with. So I guess you just picked the lantern off the wall. So I think instead they're not going to close with you, but 3 burly woodsmen move to encircle you. One has a hand axe, the other have improvised weapons. So I think one picks up like a bottle, breaks it off. Another picks up a chair.
I howl at them.
And so they encircle you, corner you against a wall.
I tighten my grip on my short sword.
Let's put this beast down. 13. Okay. So there's an archer has strung up a bow. You alert to this by a twang as an arrow sticks into the wood behind you, and a crossbow goes off from behind the bar.
I ignore it.
Also,
well, I shouldn't say I ignore it, but I look to the closest melee warrior near me.
There's 3, all about 5 feet away from you.
There's meat on the table tonight, I say. And if it's my turn to go, then I go.
Yeah. Go for it.
I will.
Declare your action.
I'm attacking with a short sword and a bite.
All right. When you step within range, their prepared actions go off. So you step to attack, and you are immediately greeted with 3 readied actions.
Bring them on.
So we've got hand axe.
14 AC.
Miss. Ooh. Hit with the bottle. Hit with the chair. So bottle, I think I will just treat like a dagger, but I'll probably roll saving. I think I'll do the same thing with everything. Okay, that's not on edge. 2 is reduced to 0. I don't know what the saving throw is for. I'll double check the saving versus crushing blow for that. And then a chair is broken over your head for 4. -2 is 2 damage.
Barely feel the pain.
Chair is actually intact. The bottle, I think, breaks off on your skin. So many reference pages open.
Glass versus crushing blow needs a natural 20, but I feel like bottles are much more sturdy than like window pane glass.
Okay, it's already broken.
Yeah.
It's a natural 20. That's weird. Pottery is an 18. Either way, it breaks, but so it's rendered useless.
Excellent. I make my attack. My short sword goes forward with a natural 20. Is that going to be 3d6 plus 8? This guy is not wearing armor. I will eviscerate him.
Which one was that?
The hand axe wielding guy.
All right, he goes down.
Excellent. And then I drop my short sword and pick up the hand axe. I won't use it to attack because I've already just made an attack with the short sword. But I want that hand axe. And then I will 1d20 plus 3 bite attack against the chair wielder. As a 13.
Should be a hit, yeah.
For 15 damage as I rip his throat out.
A second shot from the bow is a hit. 6 points of damage.
Down to 4.
Catches you in the side. 4 points of damage.
I look at the bottle man. His bottle is broken. And then I turn my gaze.
You turned your back to him and he backed up. Takes that opportunity to leave. Let's roll initiative round.
I aim my eyes at the bow-wielding man. 1d10 plus... I think this hand axe is speed 4? No, it's still speed 3. Okay, cool. 9 on the initiative.
You do not. The bottle guy escapes. The rest of the patrons, I think, flee. The bow shots are going to go off after you, I believe. However, do you know the weapon speed for a short bow?
4.
Oh, 4. So there's
been
one
massively
shot.
reduced in 2.0.
12. I think that's a miss. You have 14 AC.
14 AC.
Yeah, it sort of glances off of your skin, your jackal skin.
I let my growls flow out of me as I stalk towards the person with the bow on the other side of the bar. I'm aware that there's the crossbowman nearby too, but my eyes are locked onto the bowman's. I will one-handed hop over the bar as I make my attack. 1d20 plus 4 because I am specialized with axes. And I will...
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I've got 2 slots in axe.
I think you've got a hand axe and a battle axe or something like that.
I just have an axe.
What level did you take that?
Level 1?
No.
It wasn't a hand axe specialization. It was a battle axe specialization.
So no. So it wasn't explicitly forbidden.
Then maybe I did it at 3?
My wording was berserkers typically lack the dedication necessary for weapon specialization. So
why do I have 2 slots in axe then?
I think you have a hand axe. Maybe you have.
I have expertise. That's it. It's not a bonus to hit. It's the additional attack rate. That's what it is. Okay.
And I think that's a battle axe, not a hand axe, correct?
All right.
Or like
I don't know how they were gonna interplay.
Yeah.
I miss anyway.
Forbid specialization. Actually, single class fighters can't. Rangers and paladins don't specialize either, do they?
No, they do not.
Expertise was allowed, but needed some narrative justification, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Wiki says axe expertise.
So it's a natural 1, so it's a miss. Whatever.
Yeah. So there's no bonus to hit. You may get another attack if you have an axe.
Yeah, I'll get.
I don't know how I feel about using. I'm kind of open to letting you use any axe you want, but.
And then my bite comes in. 1d20 plus 3 is a 16 against the bowman.
Hit.
And I will gnaw on his body for 14 points of damage.
Okay. And a kill. A bolt strikes you in the back. 6 minus 2 is 4 points of damage.
I'm getting low. Okay. I turn to face the crossbowman. 1d10 plus 3. Here we go. 4 initiative. Beat that, motherfucker. I will leap back over the bar towards him, move in his direction, dodging, weaving, and then bring the hand. 4 is my initiative, yeah.
Yeah, so you turn around and you don't see anyone behind the bar. But you leap over it and you find the bartender sort of crouched behind the bar, reloading his crossbow on the ground. Are you standing on the bar? Or you jump?
No, I was leaping over it. But if he's crouched, that's still a +2 to hit for him being crouched. And I'll bring my hand axe up and down onto him. A 23 does clear by 10, so that is going to be 3d6 plus 8. And I think it's not 17 damage in one hit. I think it's just like a repeated hacking and slashing as blood sprays up and everywhere, and eventually I stop.
Yeah, McTacky, you can forget all about trying to figure out who this Clayton guy was. He's dead now. You butcher the bartender. And
I will gnaw on his ear. His crunchy, delicious ears are what I feast on with my bite attack.
Yeah, you look up to see the common room is cleared out. Kitchen staff is fled out the back. And the fire that you started has fizzled out. There was a small oil fire lit on the floor for a bit, but
it's gone now.
Yeah, hardwood floor is not that easy to burn. Like the oil burned up and then it went out after a round or two.
This is true. And Halvar understands this. So he goes into the kitchen with his axe. And I just start busting open. How many rounds
of frenzy has it been?
I have one last round of frenzy. And I will use the hand axe to just start like hacking at barrels and seeing what fluid pops out. I'm hoping that they've got like a large barrel of cooking oil somewhere, because they don't have like nice little, here's our 12 ounces of olive oil in this nice little jar, right? I expect them to have like a big ass vat of cooking oil that they dip into and splash out, or maybe they've got a tap on. I don't know how they fucking do it, but I want to find their vat of cooking oil.
Roll perception or int or something.
A grub skill?
Grub skill.
Locate the cooking oil?
Yeah.
Natural 20, doesn't even matter.
There are some ceramic vessels of cooking oil. I don't think cooking oil is as flammable as you think it is.
It is less, it is not, it will catch fire. It will not burn at the temperatures desired for as long as desired. You know, like chefs frequently catch their pots and pans on fire and they know what they're doing and it goes out quickly. Right? That's the thing that happens.
Yeah, I mean, you can have grease fires and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You can start grease fires.
There are ceramic jugs of cooking oil.
Good. Since they're ceramic,
actually,
I want to...
probably like tallow, now that I think.
Tallow?
They're probably... Yeah. So it's probably solid rather than liquid. Yeah, that's what you find. You find like a pot with a ceramic pot with like a lid. That's
I will
tallow.
Take the pot and get close enough to the fire that I can reasonably hit it and just throw the whole pot of tallow into the fire. And then I'm gonna go look for the bedrooms, or if this room has like blankets in it, or
I think, yeah, sure, there can be some like comfy stuff.
Yeah. I want to start like chucking chairs and blankets towards the fire, hopefully spilling out. I want to burn the tavern down, is the point. And I will throw tallow, throw chairs, blankets. I'll go upstairs and drag down bedding if I have to and toss that in. That's straw, that should burn quickly.
All right, are you still frenzying? Did you take
Frenzy's only one more round. It'll fade out as I'm tossing these things into the fire.
Okay, so you gather blankets and cooking oil and throw them at the fire. There's a pile of firewood next to the fire that you'll eventually notice. That was a failed in check from earlier.
Yeah.
You'd see that you probably would have thrown the oil at it and got that started.
Yeah. I will use all these things. I just want to make sure that it gets up going good, so I want to find some easily flammable things. Like, when you add wood to a fire, it takes a while to catch. And if you add it haphazardly, you might even drown the fire. So I want to make sure to get some, some things that will burn well quickly. But yeah, that's what I do. I throw shit in there. Flammable shit. I burn down your bar ride.
Oh, the bar's going down.
All right.
Yeah, hold on just a second. Let me just say, you can describe how you set up this bonfire and how the bar burns down. You can get a good roaring bonfire going before you are interrupted.
Good. That's what I want. So I've got like the tallow in there, thrown some chairs near the fire. They're kind of like falling, not in the fireplace, but near it, maybe a little bit sticking in. And then I'll grab some bedding from above and just start ripping out the straw and just like tossing it into the fireplace, splashing onto the chairs and near the fireplace to kind of create just a big mess of flammable materials that leaks out. I'll knock over the pile of wood, chuck it all around. And then probably watch the fire burn for to the point where like, oh, maybe I should get out of the building now. Like, maybe the building's on fire and I'm putting myself in danger by staying longer is how long I want to stay there. That, looking for that guaranteed burn, or I'll keep working at it.
All right. So you get this bonfire going. You heap on blankets, a pile of firewood, cooking oil, a few bottles of liquor, even.
I toss it all in.
You get a big roaring bonfire spilling out of the fireplace until it's so hot you have to start backing towards the door.
Good.
And it's around this point that you hear a shout from outside.
I wade to the door.
Halvar! I told you to leave and not return.
Still inside the doorway, I start raging again, knowing that this is possibly my final stand. But I will get my vengeance. And so I work myself into a frenzy. I bite at my lip. I go to eat the dirt and realize there's no dirt here, so I lick the door, getting splinters in my tongue. Or the door frame or whatever.
Yeah, over the cracking of flame and the sound of the rage in your own head, you probably don't hear the sound of prayer, arcane chanting.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, but you begin to rage.
All right. Once enraged, I will bust out the door and throw myself at this person and any allies they may have around them. I'm hoping this is not a Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid moment here as I jump out of the bar.
Well, before, what are you rolling? Is that initiative?
That's initiative.
All right, before you even roll initiative, let me describe what happens.
Federales shoot me?
Yeah, you're not sure if it seems auspicious, a strange coincidence that this happens at the same time that he shows up. But just as your fire is getting hot and out of control and you're getting angry, the fire does go out of your control. And it begins to spew forth a thick, writhing stream of smoke. It fills the room. Thick, black smoke obscuring all vision. And I think that's about it.
All right. Well, I'll burst out the door
Yeah, so let's see.
Backlit by the fire. Just a silhouette. You can see their faces.
Smoke billows out of the room. You are effectively blind. You can see maybe your hands in front of you.
All right. Well, I push my way outside. Is it still smoky and dark?
With you, your eyes are tearing up. You're mad, you're enraged, but you can't see anything strike.
I'm a blind berserker. I guess I just start swinging my axe and doing my best to locate the enemy. I should probably roll for how many rounds I'm berserked, by the way.
Yeah.
12. Oh, maximum.
Nice. How do you locate the enemy?
If I can hear sounds of chanting, I'll go towards that. Otherwise, I'll try and listen for footsteps, but in my frenzy, I don't know how well I can pay attention to the sounds of footsteps. Yeah. Maybe gasps or shrieks.
Roll a perception check.
20 plus 13, 32.
32. You've been nailing these perception checks. I'll let you make an attack roll at -4. He does get to roll initiative. You actually do hear the sound of chanting. He doesn't need to roll initiative.
I go towards the sound. Oh! The sound of chanting, and I swing with my axe, and I think it's a miss. And then I throw myself, hoping to
storm and fire, to heed his call.
I go to bite him as well. 11. Maybe he's not wearing armor.
No, that's a miss.
Do my teeth clash on metal, or do I just completely miss him altogether?
I think you do bumble into him. You like try to bite. He's wearing hides of some kind. And let's see. He's actually walked past you back into the burning building. I think if you want to take your specialization attack, you have to follow. Or your finesse attack. So I'll let you make another attack with your axe if you turn around and go back into the burning building.
Fuck yeah! If I put myself in more danger, I can make another attack. I mean, that's my MO. I'll totally do it. 1d20 plus 3 minus 4 plus 2 for back attack?
No back attack. I was even thinking to like make you have to relocate him because he's kind of moving. Just make an attack roll. -4.
No.
Back in the burning building, full of smoke. And at the end of the chanting, the smoke begins to whirl. Actually, let me double check and make sure this is. Give me a hot second. Ooh, nope. He's still chanting. Still praying. You can follow him inside of the building.
Oh, I do.
The heat has gone down a bit.
This motherfucker's trying to put out my fire?
Yeah.
God.
You gotta roll another stat check to locate him.
All right.
Because he's moving as he's chanting.
32.
Towards the fire.
Is that where he's going?
Yeah, he's going into the fire, actually.
Well, maybe I'll give him a little push in the right direction. 13 on the initiative, unfortunately.
Slow, but he's taking the whole round doing his casting. You can't see anything from the smoke filling the room. But you can follow him. It's hot. I think you'll have to take fire damage to follow him.
Wow, it's that hot?
That hot.
Is he taking? Okay, I guess sure. I will take fire damage, and hopefully now that we're both in the smoke, he can't see either, so the -4 penalty cancels. Hopefully.
That is actually true. I could have used the other effect, but then you would have gotten a saving throw. So yeah, okay. So the -4 cancels.
And Halvar hunts him down.
Damage. I think you automatically fail. What do you think a bonfire does? D6? 2d6? What is burning oil is usually 2. Let's just do a d6.
Sure.
Unreduced. All right, you take 4 points of damage.
-2 for hide?
Walk into it.
Oh, no. Okay.
No.
-4. Halvar's almost dead. I will get this guy. If it means Halvar dies, I will get this guy. Hopefully I won't die. All right, I'm ready for my attack roll, Ryan. Is it time?
Yeah, last chance is
12?
12 is a miss.
And then my bite, 22. Oh.
You get it. You climb atop him, push him into the fireplace. All around you, the smoke is swirling. Oh God!
I miss him with the axe, but I pounce on him and start gnawing and ripping and rending.
Yeah. The smoke was beginning to swirl, take form. You think you even saw a face looking back at you out of it, glowing red eyes of a smoke elemental or something. But you interrupt his spell casting. And it's on. I don't think I rolled his HP before, have I?
No, I don't think so. I didn't hit him last time.
Alrighty. So we're looking at 15 damage.
Yes.
Alright. You sink your teeth in. He lets out a scream. Ah! And we'll roll initiative.
Right. 1d20. Nope. 1d10 plus 3, 9 initiative.
Right. He beats you. You're both blind, and I think this thing lasts for a good number of rounds. You hear a shling as steel or silver is drawn. Oh God! And a critical miss.
Beautiful.
And you hear a crash. Oh no. He recovers. Make an opportunity attack with an axe.
1d20 plus 3. Whoosh! 20.
I missed that.
1d6 plus 8 for 11 damage.
All right. You catch him as he stumbles back. And I guess since you hit, I guess you can locate him. I think. Do I want you to have to? No one can see this thing.
So I can make my regular attacks against him?
Oh, no, that was your opportunity. Okay, no. You have
That's my opportunity attack.
That was your opportunity attack. So he moved. I gave you an opportunity attack. So you did slice him as he steps away.
Yeah.
But you don't know where he is, right? He got more than 5 feet away from you. He stumbled back into the fire. He didn't fall into it. Sort of sidestepped. It's your turn. You can make attacks, but you're confident he's not where he was.
Okay, so I will drop low to the ground for a moment.
You take 5 damage from the heat.
Shit. I will drop low.
4 damage from the heat.
Low to the ground for a moment. Open my eyes and try and relocate him.
You open your eyes and all you see is black. You can't even see your feet beneath you. You can't hear him.
Oh, God. 14 is a fail on the perception check. I don't know where he is. The building is on fire. I'm gonna go for the exit.
Okay.
Oh, I should knock off another raging round. I will make my way back outside. And try, and when I step outside, are there people?
Yeah, you step outside, your eyes are tearing. I think you need to take the round, rubbing your eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to force you to make an attack. Your eyes are tearing up. You can't see. There's smoke billowing into the street. You step a few feet away from the building, and you see a crowd of people surrounding you.
Are they armed?
No, it's like townsfolk gathered to see the tavern burning down.
Okay. I shout in their direction as I tear up.
What do you shout?
Ah! And I guess I take the round to adjust to my outside settings.
Yeah, so you take the to get the tears out of your eyes and blah de blah.
Mm-hmm.
You can sort of see out in the street. Let's see. The smoke is gonna last for.
Let's see.
Another few minutes. It's been like 3. It's still going. Okay. You hear a shout from inside the tavern. Where did you go? Why do you flee?
Halvar in his mind is like, this man's still alive? That building's on fire. I was burning to death myself, and I've hacked into him at least once. Surely he can't live very much longer in there. But I'm gonna deal with these people on the outside first, because I don't have enough HP to be in that burning building where I can't see him. So initiative? Maybe?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore him. If he wants to come out and fight me, he can come out and fight me. Otherwise, he can burn to death in there. Right, he can't cast spells anyway.
Says who? What do you mean?
I mean, if he's taking burning damage every round, then wouldn't that interrupt any spell casting?
Presumably. Going back and forth on that.
Yeah,
but is he
I don't know.
burning damage?
I don't know.
Anyways,
I'm hoping he is.
Let's see, it doesn't matter. I mean, you beat the townsfolk in initiative, but I think they're unarmed. They're not really they gathered to watch the spectacle, and you lunge at the crowd. You can make some attack rolls, see how many you murder.
Oh yeah, 1d20 plus 3 for the first townie is kind of a miss. 1d20 plus 3 for the bite. Oh, it's a beautiful hit. Actually, should probably do another 2d4 on top of that. So 11 and 6 is 17. And last round I did not make an attack with my axe, so no second attack with the axe this round. So I'll just hack into some people.
Okay, so that's 2. So you bite one, you attack another. The crowd screams and begins to disperse.
Mm-hmm.
Running every which way.
Good.
Yeah. Next round. Roll a perception check and then maybe roll some attack rolls.
28 on the perception check.
All right. You see some townsfolk rushing towards the gate. Others run, this way down the street.
Uh-huh.
You can run a few down and murder a few more if you'd like.
No, I want to pace back and forth in front of this building, waiting for this man to come out, gnawing on my lip. Maybe, I just did grab a person, so maybe what it is instead is I hunch down low, and I've been hungry, so I bring up this body of this person I just killed, and I just start, feasting on their shoulder while, staring at the doorway where all the smoke is billowing out. Hand on my axe still, waiting for someone to come out of that building. Might even want to say, ready to action to pounce on him, but in the meantime, chewing and gnawing and, consuming this flesh and this person as I wait for my real enemy to emerge.
Smoke billows from the door, which pops open just a crack as something comes flying towards you. A bird, a raven, flies up and out of the smoke.
I hurl my axe at it.
And it circles overhead. Make an attack roll, sure.
God, it's my axe. It's my only weapon. I don't want to lose it, but I want to kill this bird so badly. 14 to hit the bird?
Sure. I guess you get... Let me...
Maybe the bird can't see the attack coming because it's coming out of the smoke, so another +4? It still wouldn't crit, but... 13 damage to the bird.
Really? That might have done it, however... Give me a second. see. Wasn't very good at organizing his HP. Let's see here. Let's see this. There was definitely this. Sorry, I gotta do some math here. All right. Um, $13 damage, you say? Looking at 9. Oh my word. That's exactly his HP. So he's not dead. He's at 0. So you.
But the bird falls out of the sky. Does the bird fall more than 10 feet?
With an axe. It falls. It falls out of the sky. I'm not gonna have promote or give.
Yeah, birds shouldn't take falling damage.
Zero HP bird.
That does seem a little bit weird. Birds.
But you nail the smoke raven and it comes plummeting down. Let's maybe see where it lands. It actually comes careening in your general direction. No, it's not very specific.
What?
About what happens if he dies in this form. I think the bird falls, lands, and turns back into a person.
Well,
which will recover, but you're gonna get around.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's roll initiative. So let's see here. So the bird, you nailed the bird with the hand axe.
Yeah.
And it comes careening towards you and lands in the dirt.
Slow initiative.
And I think slowly the bird reverts back into the form of a hide enwrapped human.
I approach the body, realizing I have no weapons but my teeth left. I guess there's only one way to deal with this man.
All right. All right. You approach and stand over him as he. So it goes from bird to man, and then eyes shoot open, and he coughs up smoke, conscious once more. And yeah, I think
+4 because he's prone. I pounce on him. 22 is definitely a hit. 2d4, d4 plus 8, and I thrash him.
All right. Once again, reduced to 0. What are you eating?
Him? Wait, 13 only reduces him to 0?
Yeah, he healed when he reverted forms. But it doesn't matter. That's enough to kill him and eat him.
I munch on his body. Oh, I go right for the heart, you know? I start ripping at the tissue on the chest and the breast and just like pull up side to side. I guess if he was a bird nearby, maybe my hand axe is nearby. I'll use that to like crack open his rib cage and enough that I can rip it apart with my hands, reach in, pull out his heart, and eat his heart. At least a couple of bites. I mean, a heart's kind of a big organ. It's a lot of meat to consume. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing right now.
All right, make a saving throw.
A woman. Fail.
All right, you eat his heart. You gain 1 temporary HP at the cost of 1 max HP.
Oh God. Okay.
Cursed man-eater. There should be 1, or should I roll for it? What's your max HP now? It's 43.
43.
I'm tempted. I'm gonna do a full-on roll. Roll 1d7.
Oh, the pain! The pain! 4.
So you lose 4 max HP, or 4 temporary HP. You're cursed.
Hey!
We'll see how this works out. We'll probably make this like a replenishable pool.
Well, at least I get the temporary HP. I got a little bit more in me for this battle.
There's not much of a battle. The townsfolk have scattered. The doors to the town are thrown open, and people are fleeing down the road into the night. The fire behind you has more or less gone out, smoked out. So the smoke continues to billow for another few minutes, but whatever caused the smoke extinguished most of the fire.
That's all right. I'll just enter another building across the street, and now that I guess I'm still raging, I'll just enter the next building across the street, grab a candle or a torch or a lantern or any fire source, and like throw it on a bed. Or, hold it to the corner of the bed first to make sure it catches, and then exit that building too.
I don't think you can start a fire in a frenzy. Let's see. Roll a willpower check.
No.
Yeah, you can't overpower your instinct. You need to go continue murdering. Like, starting a fire would probably take 10 minutes, right? To gather ingredients and pile them up.
I mean, if there's a bed, it doesn't take that long to start an accidental fire.
How long would it take you to set your bed on fire?
In a medieval house? Probably pretty quickly. I don't know. Any sort of fire source next to the blanket?
There's not a fire source. I mean, yeah, you open a door and it appears uninhabited.
I'll just keep going down the street then, towards the center of town, looking for houses that have lights coming from them, or buildings that have lights coming from them.
I think you're distracted by like the flow of people running down the street, and considering that failed willpower check, I think you just are going to run them down.
I can do that. I have 8 rounds left of frenzied hacking into people as I guess, cruise through the streets, going in no direction in particular, finding my quarry everywhere around me. What's the saying? We've been surrounded. Now they can't escape, or something like that. There's some sort of...
Something like that. All right. There's panicked running. So I think you'll spend your frenzy running through the streets, murdering people. Do you want to roll attack rolls to get a body count, or do we...
I don't think I even realize it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said there's 8 rounds left in your frenzy?
7 now.
7
5. I mean, it's going to go down. It started at 8 after I killed the man.
All right. You want to meander Halvar randomly in some direction?
I'll go down here. I'll end up down this hallway. I guess this one just keeps going.
Like alleyways.
Yeah. Now I'll go here. I see people in this direction.
3, 4.
Yeah. Oh, here's a river. I want to go this way. Where? Oh, there's weapons.
This is probably when your frenzy's wearing off.
Should I be at 0 rounds or 1 or 2 rounds?
This will be the end.
Okay.
Around the bridge, yeah. I was sort of counting out 100-ish foot increments. All right, so you see at the center of town the enormous oak tree. And here, there's a small crowd gathered here. some of them armed.
Halvar is bleeding from countless wounds all over his body, burned skin everywhere, but that 4 temporary HP is wonderful.
Many have fallen to their knees. Prayer. They're huddled around the tree. Maybe they're making a final stand here. I think as you approach, they shout, "There he is, crossing the bridge!"
I level my axe at the nearby guardsman, and I say, "Give me my spear back! My axe! Give me my axe!"
You want the spear?
My axe!
I don't have your axe, he says.
Where is it?
The men that took it left town.
Where?
I don't know.
Then you will die.
A hunter, woodsman steps forward. I know the men.
Where?
Last I saw them, heard them bragging at the borderline. He had your silver axe.
Where? Where's the borderline?
Let me check my map. It's in the woods, a tavern. Maybe 15 miles south.
South?
He nods. At the road's end. The tavern at the edge of the Elfwood.
Do I know what he's talking about? I feel like I've been there. I'm having trouble remembering it, though. Am I familiar with what he speaks of?
Roll an intelligence check.
I remember going to a tavern near the Elfwood and fighting elves near there.
Yeah. Maybe. You don't recall. Not sure. Yeah. Sounds familiar.
Okay. I have not made this town suffer enough.
Do it, Neal. Go full on Solomon. Get yourself clubbed to death by 0th level fighters.
I'm gonna push past this guy. I'll see if he gets out of my way or if he wants to die.
Yeah, there's a crowd gathered here.
I will go forward, and if people they stay within weapon reach, I will make hacks at them.
The crowd parts and lets you through.
All right. Then I push forward. This way.
Let's see here. These guys will no longer be here. Yeah, so you will, the crowd thins as you get towards the exit of town. You'll find the gates, actually the gates are wide open. I think people have fled into the woods and left the gates open behind them. There's another little guard box on this exit. The door's open and it's abandoned.
I will go in, take a cursory look for weapons, armor, food, money, supplies.
I mean, there's some spare spare spears, shields, basic guard's outfit.
Any spare short swords?
Sure, yeah, you can find a short sword.
I'll grab a short sword, sheath, and belt, and strap that on. Any spare hand axes?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe there's probably a wood cutting axe somewhere. You spend a few minutes to rummage through the.
Yeah, I will. I'll take that as well.
For equipment. Yeah, like a tool axe. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. I will grab these things and saunter out of town. I have slaughtered many people in this town. I have burned part of it down. I've killed the person here who I swore that I wanted to get revenge on. I feel Halvar feels like the dude who charmed me, a little fucker.
Okay.
Maybe I didn't verbally swear that. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten the revenge on this town that I needed. I certainly have made them afraid of me. They now fear me. And I feel like I can exit peacefully.
All right. You leave town. Into the woods, into the night.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving a trail of smoke in your wake.
Mm-hmm.
Blood and smoke. And we'll end our episode here for today. Got a lot of experience to calculate, don't we?
Yeah, you do.
Let's take a look-see. All right, let's start with the underworld. Seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, 9 skeletons, 6 zombies. So we're talking 9. Let's see. It's going to be a lot of math, and probably a few minutes. So, Zombo, the last guy in this monster's manual, he is 65. So 9 times 65 plus, I guess it was a custom zombie, so maybe the experience should be custom too, but I'm just going to go with this just for simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
Skeletons are also the same. Interesting. All right, so it's 15 undead, 65 experience each. The two-headed dog is going to be, goodness gracious, let's see. Plus, all right, dog is going to be 15, 20. How many guards did we kill?
1, 2, 3. I don't know. 3, 4, 5, something like that.
1, 2. I think it was only 3. And then there were a bunch of innocents. I guess there were the few guys, and so there's 3 guards. 5 more that put up a fight in the tavern. So let's call that 8. Times, say those are 35 each, and then we'll give you hit dice experience on top of that. We'll get there in a second because we need to figure out how much that druid gives you. Maybe I'll use your calculator for this. Where is that?
Regal Goblin's Toolbox Experience Generator is the name of the page.
Box. Experience generator. Um, let's take a look at what this gets. 8,000. Jesus. Or I could do 5. Let me just out of curiosity see, based on experience, based on this other thing you got written at the top.
Yeah, the thing at the top is also sort of wonky and doesn't work out very well at high levels. It starts to fall apart, I think, around like level 5 or something. I still haven't figured out the best way to dole out experience for leveled characters.
I'll use that instead of the 8,000 that the calculator gave. Actually, oh no. Oh yeah, the next level would be 60,000. 5% of that would be 3,000. I'll just use that. So we'll give you 3,000.
Okay.
That guy. Okay, so we've got 15 undead. Got the 2-headed dog. We got all those people. I'm not going to give you experience for the random townsfolk that didn't pose any threat.
Right.
3,000 for the druid. We'll give you combat experience. What did I say? You're level 4.
Yes.
So you get 40 XP per hit die defeated in combat. That's gonna be 40. Let me see where we're at. How far are you from the next level? So
I am 4,600 away.
Okay, so we're gonna level up either way. I'll go ahead and just give you more icing on the cake. So 5,775 before combat XP. You don't need to write this down.
Okay. Good.
So that's just the experience. I'll go ahead and add 40 times the number of hit dice, which is 15, 24, 32, 39. 39 times 40. Okay, so it's another couple thousand. And did you fulfill any oaths? Are you writing any of these oaths down?
I've only had the 2 oaths going on. There
were goblins. Then you were like, elves and goblins are the same thing. I'm just going to kill everyone with pointy ear. And then you were like, I'm going to burn this town to the ground. Or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to make the town suffer. So I made the town suffer. That was an oath. So I still haven't cleared out that goblin cave.
Okay, so you'll get 1,000 experience for punishing the town of Wotheim. Anything else? We're fine. I don't think I need to give you any extra for going to hell and back or anything like that.
Right.
This was one crazy episode. I didn't think it was going to be this exciting. All right, so we're looking at 8,335. 8,335.
8,335 plus my 11,440 comes to 19,775. Which will be a level. 19,775 puts me to level 5. Will give me new HP roll, which is going to be Berserkers are. Did we say D10 or D12? I can't remember.
D10.
1D10 plus 3 HP. Crap. So from 39, I go back to 44.
Yeah, plus your 4 temp HP.
Right, which I still haven't spent.
Yeah.
My saving throws will change.
Nice.
I'll get the auto statter. Level 4 fighter. Oops, no, level 5 fighter. Warrior, I'm sorry. $11, 13, 12, 13, 14. Excellent. No weapons or non-weapon proficiencies.
Yeah,
I think it's just
+1 to hit.
+1 to hit. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much it. You're eligible for better skins, but still haven't even gotten a wolf skin. So
Right. I've been so busy with oaths to fulfill. One of these days we'll get to some proper skinning. When things calm down, when I've killed those goblins and I can finally take a breather, I'll get some skins, I'll upgrade some stuff, I'll get myself set on a more important direction. There can be nothing more important than killing goblins, though. Yeah.
should probably
I think that settles us.
zipped you back to the world map after you left town, but
Well then, everybody, this has been another session of Dicing with Death. Halvar's still sort of alive, sort of dead.
Halvar is still undying.
Little do we know, he's not half orc, half human. He's a half orc, half dwarf. He's related to our second D&D Dicing with Death character. No, fourth?
Zwihard was like fourth, yeah.
I wasn't say Zwihard, the other one.
Other black, Balrog.
Yeah, Balrog. Speaking of Balrog, I recently went through and underlined the recommended Dicing with Death characters on the Regal Goblins front page, but I don't know if those are the right ones to recommend. Those are just the ones that I thought stood out.
Recommend your own. I think there's like a recommended viewing order, but those tend to err on the side of more recent or which is probably good. Or like more canon type stuff.
Yeah. Eric, Malcifer, Solomon, Beryl, Desmond.
Those are recommended.
Yeah. Balrog, Qualnir, Silak, Iris.
Right, so you're just recommending them all.
No. I skipped Fenric and Mal and Varissa and Clarissa and Wilhelm and Frank and Kristoff and Krubarb and Jeannie and Eric and Shia Hatan. I wanted to recommend Roy, but I know no one else likes him. I skipped Mama B and Leon and the revisiting of Qualnir, and Zwihard, Halvar.
You skipped Zwihard and Halvar?
I skipped Zwihard. Well, this is the problem that I've been having, is trying to figure out which ones ought to be recommended, and I didn't want to recommend them all. I wanted to keep it to like a reasonable number. I don't know. I could use feedback. If anyone has corrections to make in this list of recommended VODs, let me know.
I mean, I think there's typically Reddit debates about whenever someone new comes along, which ones to watch.
Yeah. Roy is the only one to watch.
I feel like Roy kind of fell short of expectations. I didn't really DM that as well as I could have. I think a Western-themed D&D campaign has potential.
It does.
But we didn't quite hit the mark. And I think you just got like clawed to death by cats in the end or something.
Something like that.
Typical Dicing with Death fashion.
Yeah. Well, it was that damn initiative on the whip. You know, tiny damage output, but ridiculous initiative.
Yeah. I mean, I think the trick with the whip is it's got a reach of 3, right? It's 2.
Yeah.
Something. So I think you don't let initiative come into play. You just like get there around before and ready your action to like whip them if they come within range. I don't know. In any case, any parting words? Shout outs, plugs. I'll go ahead and thank McTacky for all these updated maps. The Woodheim map and the world map. And yeah, we already acknowledged the lovely Matt Berger for the tokens. And
wonderful
random Mr. Baller for the free maps that he unleashes upon the internets.
Ashfires and Pixie Mixie for the fantastic recaps as always. And
Tabletop Audio for
the
soundtrack.
And I suppose we should probably thank Roll20 every now and then.
Oh, no.
No?
I refuse to thank. I pay those bastards. I guess I'm DMing. No acknowledgement.
Forget that place.
Screw those guys.
We don't need them.
DMing, you can thank them for whatever goodies they send your way. But for me, I'm a paying customer and I'm dissatisfied.
Oh,
that tends to be fighting words.
Yeah, maybe Twitch.
It's not that bad. It's the best of the worst.
Yeah.
Twitch isn't Twitch?
I don't know.
Off the top of your subs,
they're multi-billion-dollar company.
Amazon money.
They don't need that. OBS for the broadcasting software.
They're free, right?
Yeah. OBS, you guys do great work. I appreciate it. I wouldn't be able to do my job without you.
The viewer?
No, we don't. What?
No.
We do. No, you guys should be thanking us. That's how it goes.
Oh, God. No. Thank you for watching. We love you.
All right, this has gone on long enough. Let's get the hell out of here, Ryan. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, or Sunday.
Sunday for some Homeward Bound.
Some hobo. You probably got some things coming up, right? Plug. Are you streaming anymore today?
I'm gonna try and do a, what do we call it? Director's commentary for the last episode of Dice and Men. So that'll probably start in a couple hours.
Fun stuff. And then there is of Dice and Men tomorrow?
There is. Yes, there is. And there's critical feedback on Friday, as always. And shenanigans on Saturday.
And does Desperate Measures air on
Sunday?
So we got a packed Sunday again, don't you?
Yes. So my goal was to have my Sundays free, and now my Sundays are more packed than ever. But that's okay, because Lauren's got to write a master's thesis, so she's not going to have any semblance of free time for the next 9 months, so I can get away with
9 months? What? That's crazy. That's way too long. I mean, obviously you do the research and stuff, but no one can write for 9 months.
Well, yeah, but there's other things that go along with it. And she's also already doing her internship, so she's already working like 20 to 30 hours a week at a job, plus going to class, and now writing a master's paper on top of it. So she won't have free time.
Wow. Best of luck. What time is everything on Sunday? Is
10 a.m. for Homeward Bound, and 3 p.m. for Desperate Measures, which is 1 hour after Homeward Bound ends.
Cool stuff.
Cool.
All right.
Well, that's it. We'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.